Hello everyone, my name is Oldish22 and today I'm here for another anime review. Season 3 of Danmachi, or Is It Wrong to Pepper Girl in a Dungeon, Season 3. And if you didn't know, this is going to be a spoiler review, so if you have not seen Season 3, do not watch this review because I'm going to do a deep dive into the anime. But anyways, if you guys didn't know, I do like season 1 a lot. I've talked about it in my anime podcast called Anime Talk with Oldish. Make sure to check it out. I have it on my YouTube channel or anywhere in the audio platforms. But anyways, I have talked about the show on the podcast before. I do like season 1. I do like season 1 a lot. I thought season 2 was okay. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't really good. It was kind of in the middle. But compared to season 1, it was like a huge kind of like letdown in a way. Like it brought me down a little bit. But now season 3 happened, and I have to say I like season 3 as much as season 1. I really, really do. This one focuses. I mean, Belle gets into a predicament where he runs into monsters that can talk, and they're very intelligent, and they have like a lot of like human qualities. And Belle gets in this predicament where he has to kind of decide like how he wants to what you would call it, wants to like deal with this, because what happens is he becomes friends with them. And what happens is there's a poacher guy, and I don't remember the guy's name. I do have a list here of names, but I don't remember the poacher guy's name. There's so many characters in this show now, too, with all the familias and all these, like, characters. But anyways, let's just call him Poacher Dude. Oh, right here, Dix. Dix is his name. Well, he's a dick, because, I mean, like, literally, he is definitely a dick. Dick here, he goes and he actually captures these beasts, and he sells them to make money, which you find out later in the show that he's like related to, I don't know, no, he was just an older guy. It's like a family thing. I was gonna say, I don't think he was a god. Can't remember if he was, but Deadless, I think was his name. I don't think he was a god though, because he died of old age. Yeah, but anyways, he was like determined. He made like this like secret tunnel that connected from the human, where all the adventures are, down to the dungeon, and it was like a secret passageway, stuff like that. But they were capturing these beasts to make money, to get the funds so that they could keep digging through to the dungeon and making these secret tunnels. But this guy named Dick, he wanted to go a different route. He actually fell in love with killing them. He liked the bloodshed because he liked seeing people who's messed up in the head. He liked seeing them cry because they showed like a human emotion, and he just felt like good about it. And that's, we find out like, I think like in the middle of the series, when Belle and them have to go fight, because because they're getting captured. Well, I skipped a lot of stuff already with the whole is it Winnie? Winnie's this little girl. This is the one that Belle like really takes care of throughout. So he builds up a relationship because Belle and this, I think it's Winnie, right? Hopefully I'm saying her name right. But anyways, sorry, I'm jumping around a lot. But Winnie and Belle get a relationship. She came up to the human world with him and stuff like that. He took care of her. But yeah, once he brought her back, then he became friends. And then this is when that poacher guy came, just to catch you up, because I did jump quite a bit. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, and he messes like, so when they're fighting and everything, the poacher messes up like Winnie, where he takes this like diamond off her face, or off her head, and rips it out, and it pretty much makes her lose control. where she like I don't know, she like transforms into like Medusa pretty much, except for she got wings and stuff. But like a snake. I don't know what they call. Not sure what they call that beast or that fantasy creature. Um, but yeah, pretty much she loses control and everything, and what happens is like, she escapes outside, and that's where the adventure's like, oh man, these beasts are out and about, and that they have it like all locked. Oh no, the town gets wiped out and stuff, right? So yeah, the town gets wiped out and gets the dungeon town. God, I'm so bad. I'm jumping everywhere right now. It's like coming back to me. But anyways, yeah, the dungeon town gets attacked and everything. The poachers attack, and then that whole shenanigans, or she leaves, she gets out of the town, and they have all the other familias where they're trying to kill the beasts and everything, but Belle's trying to protect them. And I do love the scene where Belle, when she gets out and Belle catches up, and he sees the other familia, which is the one that the one girl Ain's there that he truly loves and stuff like that. He sees that they're all up there because one of the guys threw the spear and stuck like Winnie up to the to like a building, and she's standing there, and he had to make a decision because he's still trying to save her, but he knows now he's out and all these humans are watching him, and no adventure, all adventures kill like beasts, like they don't even know that they're intelligent. Like this is a separate group of beasts too, just so you guys know, that if you haven't watched the series and you're listening to this review anyways, they are separate beasts compared to the regular beasts, because they even talk about it. They said no, those beasts out there and monsters, they are actual monsters. We are like a different kind of like breed and stuff like that. So adventurers always want to pretty much, all they know is kill beasts, get XP, level up, do all that certain stuff. But Belle had to make a decision. I love it that he goes out there and he just spreads out his arms, like he says, though, he's like, this is my prey kind of thing, where people have to respect it in the dungeon because he's an adventurer. That this is my kill, don't take it or whatever. And that's what he does up there. And that wolf guy, part of that, the Loki familia, was like, well, that it only works in the dungeon, it doesn't work up here, whatever thing, But anyways, they go after, or Belle goes after him and runs. But anyways, the Minotaur, the black fur Minotaur, they brought a Minotaur through the whole time they were fighting, right? And I have to say, I think the Minotaur is the true hero of the season. I'll tell you why here in a sec. I don't want to explain through the whole series, but this Minotaur, I was thinking about it today. The Minotaur is like the true hero because if you think about it, he kills. So like Belle does beat the dick guy, the dicks, right? But he's like wounded and he's like walking back to the hallway, or he's walking through this like long hallway or whatever, because he's trying to get back up to the human adventure world, and he's like, I'm gonna get my revenge on you, Belle, blah blah blah. But the Minotaur, who's been like taking out everybody, took out everyone like down in the dungeon, didn't kill him, just like knocked him out, and he's just roaming through the hallway and he sees him and then freaking kills that guy. And I was like, okay, so he killed the big bad guy there. Much deserved, because he's an a-hole and he kills a lot of other monsters. And yeah, this series gets really dark, just so you guys know. It gets really freaking dark. I was surprised how dark it got. I mean, season 2 wasn't really dark. It was more like, I mean, it was dark, but it was like fan service kind of weird, darkish kind of thing, where this one is just pure dark, when he's like killing the monsters, and just how it was. I was like, holy, like, because it's like a slaughter fest with some of the monsters that the poacher guy, Dix, there kills. But anyways, the Minotaur goes, he comes out of the town, he fights, the Minotaur's just like going crazy. He's just like losing it pretty much, and pretty much fighting everyone. And that's when the Loki familia goes and fights it. And you got Bait, you got, was it Garth and Ines and Tion, I think is her name. Tiona, they're like really close. But they're all fighting this Minotaur and actually like giving them a much of a challenge. And I love the Ainz versus the Minotaur. I thought that was like the badass. I think that was like one of the better fights for sure in this season, which was really really cool. And I actually got to give it to the dwarf guy, the Garth guy. You know, he's like a Gimli. He was pretty badass actually. I actually really enjoyed his character, and like I like how he shows his strength. He's like a super strong dude with his big ass axe. Yeah, very 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 cool. It was a really cool fight and everything. But anyways, you know, Belle has to go save Winnie there, the little girl there, the little bat girl, and she actually runs into a trap by the humans, and they like lightning her down. Like all these wizards like do this lightning spell on her, and she's like pretty much just, I mean, she's like all messed up, like tore, like bleeding, everything, just holes. I think she had like hole in her like belly and stuff like that. But anyway, she's going, and Belle runs and tries to grab her, but then the whole like stadium collapses because it's like a stadium, it's like a coliseum. And when Belle does that, he goes down into like, I don't know, it's like darkness. It's like a big sewers kind of thing. It's like a little like a city though down there. All the underground. But anyways, when Belle goes down there, she actually dies. But this is where I was gonna be like, man, I'm gonna be really surprised if she actually dies. But so she does die, she does fade. But there's the what's the skeleton dude? I think the skeleton dude should hang out with Brooke, you know what I'm saying? You know? One Piece. I don't know what the skeleton guy's name is. But he's a mage that's been helping like Belle throughout the whole series. And is he part? I can't find him. Anyways, skeleton guy, skeleton mage guy. If you guys watch the show, you know. I can't remember his name. He does a spell to bring her back. But he's like, yeah, it hasn't worked at all. You know, it's been 800 years since this is the first time it's worked. And I was like, I was disappointed. I know it's like rough to say because Winnie is a cool kind of character. She's, you know, she's like this like little like child pretty much. And the only reason why I'm like a little disappointed is because I feel like this would be the first time Belle failed, and I like character development when main characters fail, and like long series and stuff like this. I don't know how long this series will be, but it's like a defining moment, and it actually makes you feel. But like my feelings went away once she got revived. I was like, and it kind of was like a cop out in a way because like he just this random spell it's not supposed to work or whatever, but it worked this time. Okay, does it ruin the series for me or anything like that? No, but I was kind of curious if they would have went that way, and I want to talk about the ending because so anyways, when that all does all happens, the monsters go down there and stuff like that, and then they hide, and then Belle goes back to like his place or whatever, and now they have these monsters are stuck underground, and everyone's looking for them. Like all the adventurers are looking for them. The Loki Familia is looking for them, stuff like that, and they have to come up with a plan and everything to get them back into their back into the dungeon. And pretty much the short story of it is there's a bunch of other familiars messing around. I like how the gods are kind of all messing with them. Like the gods like Belle and them are like all these like little chess pieces, right? And the gods are just messing with the chess pieces pretty much, each one. But then the gods are messing with the gods as well. And I like this dynamic where was it Hermes and Freya? Is it Freya? Yeah, Freya and Hermes there, where Freya like one-ups Hermes pretty much because Hermes is like, this is the way, because they needed a way to redeem Belle because Belle pretty much stood up for monsters, and they needed like a redemption, and Herms had like this plan where they brought 4 monsters and they have to sacrifice themselves so that Bell can get his honor back. And no one, because everyone in the town was like looking at him like just disgraceful, this and that. You're just, so like he totally lost all his status and everything like that. But what I was gonna say is that Minotaur guy, he escaped, because he disappeared too underground, but he came out of underground. And so Freya pretty much set up where the Minotaur would go after Belle, right? And when she did that, and then obviously the other monsters, they got the other monsters, they hit them or whatever and brought them, but then Belle had to fight the Minotaur, and which was a really cool fight. I have to say the animation was really, really, really good in this series. I really, really enjoyed the animation. The music is really good. Of course, the characters. But when the Minotaur came to fight Belle, which was a really cool fight, this is my problem, I guess, a little bit, is the Minotaur, which, again, I'm talking about, well, this is not my problem. The Minotaur is the MVP because the Minotaur fights Belle. And Belle, I'm kind of confused, though, with Belle here, because the Minotaur is a guy. He's like them, the talking monsters. Starts with an X. I can't remember the name, what the group is called. But Belle says he actually wants to win this fight against the Minotaur, like actually kill him. But I'm a little confused because the whole time he's supposed to protect them. I don't know. Is this because the Minotaur like attacked the other people? Like, what is this? And like, or what? Because he had a dream with the Minotaur that he's fighting the Minotaur. I don't know. I'm a little confused on the message anyways when they were both fighting, because I'm like, well, wait a minute. This is going what Belle wanted to do. But Belle said he wanted to win the fight, but honestly, he gets his butt whooped by him. He does. Really cool fight, though. I mean, like, he got wrecked, though. I'm not going to lie. That final, like, punch the Minotaur did there was good. It was like, damn. But, so that's what I'm saying. The Minotaur is MVP because, one, he took out the big baddie there, the poacher guy, and then he technically saved Belle because he didn't kill Belle, he beat Belle, and then he left in the dungeon because he literally like threw him back into the dungeon, and he just left Belle there. Like Belle was like donezo. I mean, he lost for sure, and then Minotaur just walks back in the dungeon like a badass. So I give Minotaur the MVP because I think he's the true hero in season 3. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but at least for me, I think he is the MVP. Yep. Gotta give him the MVP. So yeah, that's the only thing. And the reason why I want to say my problem is Belle failed here, but didn't fail with the whole Winnie thing. Well, he did fail the Winnie thing, but she came back. But now he has to live with this failure, where I think the message would have been better if those two scenarios were flipped. He would have more of a reason to get stronger because he would want revenge, because that he couldn't like save her, and he can because he it seems like they're setting up Belle where he wants to surpass the gods. I don't know about surpassing the gods, but he doesn't want to do what the gods like I don't think he wants to be afraid of them or anything like that. I think he wants to grow and be stronger and just not, so he can protect everybody. And I just think it would I think it would have been way more impactful if Winnie would have died, and then we would have had, it just been more impactful, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyways, that is my review. I did like season 3 a lot. Very good. And I can't wait for season 4 or season 3 part 2. Not really sure which one it is. But yeah, so I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoyed my anime review. And I will catch you next time whenever the next anime review is, which should be coming up here pretty soon. I got another series that I'm really close to finishing. But otherwise, yeah, enjoy the Anime Talk with Oldish podcast. It's on Sunday every every Sunday night at 9 p.m. where we talk about all the anime week to weeks, anime topics, anime news, top 10s we do, all kinds of different stuff we do on the anime podcast. And it will be on my YouTube channel or on iTunes, Spotify, or anything like that. But right, so yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button or subscribe, I would love to know, what did you think of Is It Wrong the Pepper Girl in a Dungeon Season 3? Do you think the Minotaur was MVP? Or, like, how did you feel about which failure Bell was? Like, which one would have been more impactful? Would have been, like, Winnie dying, or would have been, or the Minotaur fight? Like, do you agree with the direction they went with? Really, really curious what you guys think. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Keep watching that anime. All right, peace out.